low and pick it up high.
Perfect.
Okay, spine health with Cody and Summer. We have a chair. We have stools, so you can have a chair, a small ball, and an even smaller like football. Those are the 3 props we're going to use in this class. We're hoping you have them at home. If you don't have a small ball at home, you can probably use a pillow, like a couch pillow. Okay, here we go.
All right.
This is take 2.
Take 2. Like Summer said with the small ball, the even smaller ball, you can use just any ball that you have at home. Tennis ball, whatever you got on hand is totally fine. You're going to start with the ball underneath your heel area, so like ankle bone straight down, and put the ball right under there. So it's kind of like where your heel starts to become the arch of your foot. We want that place right, yeah, totally, right where Summer's pointing. We want that place to be the mobile place, or right, we just, feeling. We want feeling there. And you're going to roll it around side to side, putting as much weight or pressure on the ball as you want, right? Don't torture yourself. It's not like vomit inducing. It's like, oh, this feels good. It's making my foot feel awake. Not like, this is so painful, I want to puke.
I want to stop.
Right,
No,
yeah.
This is supposed to feel good.
Feel good. Feel good times here. This is what we're going for. And so you just kind of move your foot back and forth, right? Explore what it feels like. If you find a spot that you'd like to hang out on because it feels really good or it feels like it needs to be worked out, do that. And then from there, you're going to move to the arch of your foot. And this part of the foot tends to be a little bit more tender. So start light and then decide how heavy or how much you want to put weight down into that ball. And I like to really think about all of the corners of my arch here, like even out to the pinky toe side of the foot. Tends to feel really good, and I often forget about that place in my foot, but needs a little bit of love too. And then you're going to settle the ball underneath the ball of your foot. So not like on the toes, but right before the toes. Correct. Exactly. Right there. And you're going to set your heel down on the mat.
The heart of
This
your
is
foot.
awesome. It's way better teaching when you have 2 people teaching. You're going to set your heel down and like lean your body forward, and you might get a little bit of a calf stretch here, which feels kind of nice. And it also really spreads your toes out over the ball like a big flipper, right? Which is kind of how we want our foot to like live a little bit more in the flipper land rather than the squished into a shoe land, right? And so you can, from here, pick your toes up towards your knee, like extend all of your toes, and then curl your toes back over the ball, like you're gonna pick the ball up off the floor with your foot. And you can do that a few times, right? Just moving the toes, keeping the weight of your foot on the ball, and curling the toes down. Let's do that one more time. Peel the toes up, curl the toes down, and then you can even bend your knee a little bit to get not just one of our calf muscles, but both of our calf muscles to stretch. And you can bend and straighten a few times here. Right? You can even like rock yourself forward and lean into that ball. Feels really nice. And then the last thing we're gonna do on this foot is we're gonna slide the ball underneath the big toe and try to set the ball of the big toe down on the mat and extend the big toe up the ball.
That feels good.
Nice. And then you can kind of lean forward into it. And this is just like a joint that we really, really want to keep as mobile as possible because it's an important joint in gait. And if we lose this joint or if it becomes not mobile, which is super common, it can really like make our knees and hips do funny things, right? So like as much as your toe joint is gonna move, you're gonna keep it moving. And then you're gonna make sure that you do both feet.
We're gonna do the other foot.
I know.
We're gonna do it with you.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this whole workout with you.
Because it feels good.
Because it feels good.
It's kind of awesome.
We're gonna keep working out with you
Yeah.
through this whole situation.
Totally.
Do
you have any pieces of wisdom to add to this side?
No, so we're just back in front of the heel, right?
Mhm.
A little bit of pressure down and a little bit of rolling around. I like to mobilize my ankle
Mm.
in and out.
Mhm.
I recommend that on both sides. I feel like ankles get tight.
Yeah. It does feel good. Kind of makes your butt work too a little bit.
Oh yeah. And then back towards, you went to the arch.
Yeah, onto the
To
arch.
the heart of the foot and the arch, kind of rolling around the arch.
I hear Summer say often that it's like putting ink on the bottom or on the ball, and then you're gonna ink the whole bottom of your foot. I really like that image because it really like gets me to think about like every little corner. Like when I'm making toast, I like to put butter like on
let me do the
every
edges.
single space I can.
So you're buttering the bottom of your foot.
Totally. Don't leave any corner unbuttered, please.
And then just a little bit of pressure for that calf stretch. I think you gave us that.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of playing you can do through the center of your foot right now. Bending or straightening the knee.
Yep. All those little calf muscles are super important for moving blood from our furthest extremities back out to our heart. So,
And then, so the more ball of the foot, you can roll around on your toes too. Make sure you butter that part of your foot. And that's also a good place to mobilize in and out.
Yeah, that's good for the ankle too. I like this. You can even feel it all the way up in your hip, like your thigh bone moving back and forth too. It's nice mobility all the way up the leg.
And then your big toe knuckle down on the ground. That's a nice stretch.
Right?
I've actually never done that.
Sweet.
I just learned something new today, you guys.
So this is what we get when we work
When we-
together.
When we're not teaching you, we teach each other. It's
Totally.
awesome. So yeah, just stretching. Right, so you're just starting this workout today with your feet as the foundation.
Mm-hmm. Feels good. And this is a good thing to do, like if you're gonna go on a walk or something, you know, later today, or when you come home from a walk, or any of the outdoor activities that you're doing currently. Like, this is a nice way to start or end